ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Saturday, which means it is time for Nozz Watches Dr. Stone, which is a new show that is new to this season. Came out yesterday, I believe. The rocker show that it's getting bumped forward to Sunday, by the way. Just works better with like release schedules and all that. So this is something that someone at my job actually told me about, and because he's like, oh man, this looks pretty good when it's coming out, and I agreed. So we're gonna have a look at this and see how this do. So let me just read the plot summary right here. One fateful day, all of humanity was petrified by a blinding flash of light. After several millennia, high schooler Taiju awakens to find himself lost in a world of statues. However, he's not alone. His science-loving friend Senku has been up and running for a few months, and he's gotten a grand plan in mind. To kickstart civilization with the power of science. And there was a trailer that was released, I think like last week, 2 weeks ago. And it looked really, really fucking stupid. And you know what? Their sort of premise with something that like looks like it's a goofy comedy. Alright, I'm down. I'm willing to give this like at least like 2, maybe 3 episodes. And I don't know, and apparently it's stupid popular. So let's have a look, shall we? Let's see how we do. In 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh god, it's Crunchyroll. Oh shit! Oh god, oh no. That's really cool. That's a really cool image. Why is that man just a big root vegetable? I get the feeling our protagonist is going to be a lovable doofus. 5 years in the friend zone. And an incredibly rapey science friend. Alright. Alright. You got me interessant right now. Man, that thing cost me so much money to make. Come on, man. Shit. It was gasoline. He was gonna make him drink gasoline. Oh my god. Oh my god, Senku's such a good boy. I love him. I love him. He's just a big fancy root vegetable man. Oh my god, her eyes are so big. Jesus Christ. $10,000 says he solves the Japanese birth rate problem. Come on, man, get you some. Get you some. Oh wow, so he doesn't even get the answer. He doesn't even get the answer before the light comes in. Oh, Jesus. I wonder if they're actually going to explain where the light comes from. Man, he's gonna wake up. He's gonna wake up with some bugs in his mouth. Like a family of sparrows is gonna have... Oh, those people are dead! So are they! I really hope that stone is durable. Oh yeah, no, that. Oh wow, so it's only people. It's not animals then. That girl's gonna wake up with a dog skeleton, like attached to her arm, like from that lead. Oh no. It's a pretty good way to start an anime. I don't know about you, fam. So, so are they aware this entire time? Like, did the guys who died in plane crashes or like anything comes along that knocks their statues over? Like, are they aware? Because that's gotta be like absolute hell on earth. Like, people are gonna need counseling. Jesus. Oh man, like the logistics of that though. I am actually really curious of the logistics of that. Like, how many people are just straight up dead because they happen to be in a balance requiring position when they got turned to stone? You know, like or being like in a plane. Wow, guy just had a tree grow over him. Wait, how did he wind up face down in a cave? He was facing backwards before. Did he get picked up? Like I do like how his clothes all rotted away. They didn't get turned to stone either. That's cool. So so yeah, like was he conscious? Oh Christ. Oh boy. Guy's just missing his eye. Ugh. Okay, what the Okay, how did he move? How did he move and how are all these what? Who had moved all these stones? So it was happening to animals as well, but not all of them. Hmm. Like like did animals move them or congratulations, you just killed that bird then. You just throws that bird in the trash and that bird's dead. Oh wow, you're both idiots. Yay! Big Barker. Oh god, I just ran up. Just run open my wires because I'm a big stupid idiot. The guy is ripped though, like Jesus. That guy is big strong. And yet, despite the fact he wound up in a cave like million miles away, she wound up in she just stayed in the same place, clinging to that tree. Like her headphones are still there. So he got moved by the water then. Is that what he's implying there when he said washing away? Like I know he got hit by a wave, but like he was in a fenced off schoolyard, was he not? You would think, wouldn't I mean he wouldn't have been moved that far. And he was conscious, but he couldn't see or he just in a void. But like there's so many like bodies and statues in like these places like getting washed away won't get you in some of the positions we found like we see some of those other people at like Christ. Oh god, all right. Like some of the people that wake up are going to need counseling. That's going to be a thing. It's a good thing this guy's a giant idiot. Like he's too dumb to get mental damage. Oh god, that pose. Follow the river downstream, big oaf. Oh, jeez. Like, he knew it. He's like, nah, he's gonna come back for her. Why did you write E equals MC squared? Why would... Why did you write that on your shirt? Like, you just trying to flex? 5738! Jesus! Now, I know, like, nature is really good at reclaiming, like, shit the humans have left behind. But wouldn't we have some evidence? Wouldn't we have some evidence of towns? Like there's nothing left. There'd be some sort of evidence behind, right? And he was inside. How'd he get outside? Did the building just collapse and he get washed away? So I wonder how many people are just not gonna wake up because they didn't maintain consciousness. I mean, I guess maybe they could try and wake them up, but there you go. That's called subsistence living. He's really fond of that percentage. So I'm gonna guess that the goals are get their stuff sorted out, get like a good settlement going, and then just start slowly waking people up if they can. Like once they figure it out, of course. Start slowly waking people up and build the society, and of course Senku is gonna make himself like president, right? And let me guess, you're gonna make yourself king, right? Adam and Steve, you mean? Like, I get the feeling that by the end of this, Senku is going to become a bad guy. I don't know, man. I don't know, just a sensation that eventually it's gonna come around and be like... nah. No, sorry, it's having me to become God King. Jesus! First rule of nature, if it's bright and shiny, it's probably poisonous. Christ! That is also true. Humans are dumb. Sprinkle some salt on it. Nah, it's good, fam. Put some ketchup on it. Oh, Christ. He is going to... Those are some good-looking grapes. He's going to drive everything in this forest to extinction, isn't he? Wow, wild grapes are sour. Who would have known? What the fuck? Look at that frigging Dark Souls character over there. Jesus. Like, yo, man. Okay, but why did you do that? Why did you go all the way back to the cave? I mean, I imagine because you were conscious and you wanted to get out, I'd imagine. I mean, that's still half a year. I mean, that's... Well, that's lucky, I guess. I mean, I think scaring the bats would probably, you know, they'd probably like ruin the whole thing. So maybe he should stop shouting. I imagine it's probably like months or years of exposure to this stuff that probably did it. I mean, God knows how long they've been there, right? I mean, it was a 6 month. It was a 6 month difference between them waking up. Well, no, it's just the science doesn't exist anymore, dum dum. Yeah. There's nothing science can't explain, it's just a matter of having the tools and know how. Let me guess, you know how to make booze. That'd take you a while though, you gotta ferment that. I like how he took the time to make a sign. A sign that says laboratory on it. Like, who's gonna read it? Hmm. Yeah, like, thinking about it, I mean, once again, I don't know how wine works. I know about alcohol though. Like, it's about fruit alcohol is about. I mean, it's checking through. It's about fermenting fruit, isn't it? You just leave fruit out. Oh, jeez, but yeah, like 3,700 years. I mean, like there's plenty of like shit from Egypt that's around in our time, and that's around 3,000-ish years, isn't it? I mean, yeah, like a lot of it got buried, but there's still plenty of stuff out that you can still see, like the pyramids, and I mean, actually, I guess the pyramids were buried a bit. You get the Sphinx's head was still visible. I'm pretty sure when it was found. Bunch of old obelisks and like ancient cities and shit. Clearly, they are not the potters they thought they were. Like nothing, absolutely nothing. I know like the Japanese build most of their shit out of wood, but like post World War II stuff isn't, right? So like Tokyo Tower would have survived. I mean that's steel, is it not? Like, or did the Japanese just not make anything to last? And first episode, and we go forward like all the way through winter. Neat. Oh my god, his beard. He looks really. I don't like that beard. I don't like it. Get that shit off, fam. Hey, look at this guy. He don't know how to use the three seashells. I mean, they're going pretty quick. I mean, like with this whole thing, just like going forward and yeah, like you would have thought they would have waited like a little bit to like start like unfreezing people. You think you'd have like a bunch more episodes where it was like, uh, like oh, discovering the way and all that, but no, they're just getting right to it. Just like, hey, first episode, here's a big time skip, and now here's like the cure for the stone. So why birds and humans? And if birds are gone, what filled their niche? Because I'm pretty sure if all the birds on the planet got turned into stone, like there would be really big ecological problems. And not all of the animals got turned to stone, because that dog didn't get turned to stone, probably just died being held by its master. Get your fantasy out of my science, Ree. And there's the end of it. All right, cool. So I don't think there's gonna be an end of credit sequence, but I'll just let this keep going. But I actually this has got me in. I'm actually pretty interested. Like going into it, I thought like the whole thing would be like, oh, okay, like the first like arc of it is going to be like, okay, let's figure out how to cure the stone and all that, and right, and then it move on to freeing their friends or friend in this case. Maybe we get some flashbacks here and there. And then, like, around about the halfway point, Senko would reveal that, oh no, he's fucking evil. Because he looks evil. But I see we have another villain in Mr. Primate Man right there. Oh boy, I love spoilers. I love it. But no, it seems like they are actually being legit with this whole like civilization building thing, and Senko might actually be legit. Yeah. Other humans are gonna it's gonna be a matter of other humans waking up and some of them being friends and some of them being not friends. And you know what? Like, if we actually get an answer to what the stone plague actually was somewhere along the way, and maybe an overarching story, I'd be super down. But King of the Stone World. But I'm not too invested in like finding an answer to it. It'd be nice to have the answer, but I'm not too broken up about it. Oh boy. This is a work of fiction, but the plants, animals, and production methods described in it are based on reality. Foraging and making things on your own accord is extremely dangerous and in some cases illegal. Please do not imitate without expertise. Oh, fuck you, Japan. See, that's one thing that does piss me about Japan. Like, everything in that country is so goddamn relegated that it's like regulated that it's just ridiculous. Like, in America, for example, I don't think it's actually illegal to make your own alcohol. In fact, I'm not. Hang on. You know what? Let's actually Google that before I say something stupid. Is it illegal? I mean, microbreweries exist to brew your own beer. Yeah. Okay. So in America. Yeah, in America, depending on the state, of course, but in majority of states, you can brew. Ever since 1978, you can brew your own beer. You can brew your own beer or wine, but up to about 200 gallons each per person. So like one person can do 200, but if there's another person in the household, they can do another 200, etc., etc. But you cannot make moonshine. I do not know what the difference between beer and moonshine is. I imagine it's a brewing technique. I imagine probably is like something like that. But yeah, totally like you can brew your own alcohol in the US, totally fine, up to 200 gallons. And like a bunch of other shit. Like apparently one thing I've heard in Japan that it is illegal to go camping. Like unless you are like bringing everything with you, so you can't hunt for your food, you can't forage for your own food, like you can't cook your own food, so you gotta like have your food cooked beforehand and bring it in like a thermos or tinfoil or something. Like, at which point it's like, why bother going camping? Half the fun of camping, but for people who go camping anyway, it is hunting a deer or something and bringing it back, or like bringing like a bunch of like I don't know, like MRE equivalents, I guess, and cooking it over a fire, or like bringing some like stuff for a barbecue or cooking s'mores or something. Like, yeah, apparently Japan is just the country of no fun allowed, and this end thing here just illustrates that. Oh god. But yeah, going back to this actual show, like I'm actually pretty interested. This show has actually got me in on the first episode, which doesn't happen all too often anymore, unless it's like something like Shield Hero, where they go out of their way to be like, no, have like an hour of story, please, love of God, have a 2-for-1, just come on, give us a go. And yeah, you know what, I'm down. There's an interesting premise, interesting character designs in Mr. Root Vegetable Man, and just, I don't know, like the whole like thing of just out of nowhere, everyone just turns into stone and wakes up 3,500 years later, like, okay, alright, you got my attention. I do think like it is kind of dumb that like there seems to be no evidence of humanity left. Like, I don't know, like I know like modern day stuff like is built not exactly to the same exacting designs that older stuff is, like old stuff was stone. But you think like concrete and steel, even if a lot of it got reclaimed, like at least you'd be able to see like, oh yeah, no, the Tokyo Tower was over there, the old school building was over there. Like does Japan just not build shit to last? Like it's really weird that there's like these mountains everywhere. Like I know Japan is on a tectonic plate, but Like, that's some, like, Himalayas level shit right there. Like, valleys and mountains and stuff. Like, I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't think Japan has enough, like, fault lines to make that happen. Nor do I think there would be enough subduction or whatever the other one is, the one that pushes up, to make that do. I don't know. Like, the change in terrain just seems really silly, and I don't know. I feel like maybe like them surviving in basically the bones of the old world, while a little, a little bit been there, done that. I do feel like it's something that would kind of be necessary for like some character growth. Like walking down streets where like they used to live, like finding their old houses. Like that veterinary office that they went to, maybe running into that. Like, I feel like for how Japan looks now, they may as well have just teleported them to a complete different world. Like there's like it's not recognizable as Japan, and they were in the center of like they were right near Shibuya, for Christ's sake. So it's like you're saying there'd be something there. Like, I mean, like, it wouldn't, like, you'd probably, like, mostly just have ruins and completely overgrown stuff, but you'd still have recognizable, like, relics of the bygone age. I mean, like I said, like, Egypt, like, 3,000 years later, and the pyramids are still up. The Sphinx was buried up to its neck, but, like, you could still find the head. And that's with sand. Like, you know how, like, coarse and erosive, like, sand is, like, especially with the wind whipping at it, like windswept sand over the course of 3,000 years. Like, I imagine, like, we are incredibly lucky that anything of the Egyptian civilization still exists. And even as it stands, like, the pyramids got stripped of their outer coating, and the gold tips of the pyramids got, like, bloody destroyed. Like, the Sphinx lost its nose. Yeah, and, like, it's really sandblasted, so, like, a lot of the detail work is gone. Like, and this is just, like, Japan. Like, yeah, you had, like, some floods every now and again, like, when, like dams bust, but, I mean, there'd still be something left, you'd think. Like, there's, like, trees and vines and, like, grass and stuff. Yeah, like, they'll probably, like, weaken foundations, but they're not gonna destroy, like, entire cities. Like, maybe, like, the wooden bits, like those pagodas, yeah, those are long gone. But, like, the concrete and steel, like nah, like, that's gonna still be there. Like, come on now. But I mean, I guess, like, my issues with the geography aside, like, I'm still really interested. Like we have, like, a really good setup, and we've got two characters that are basically polar opposites, and they play well off each other. They play really well off each other. Like, the whole 10 million% thing is already a little bit lame, and I'm hoping he finds some new material. But hey, I'm interested. I'm curious to see where this is gonna go. But that's just my opinion. So let me know what you think down there in the comments. Whether you like this so far, you dislike it, or you've read the manga or light novel, wherever the fuck this comes from, and if this is a good adaptation of the first, I don't know, couple pages, chapter, section, whatever. Yeah, let me know down there in the comments. And as always, everybody, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends, arm yourselves with knowledge. And if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description and on the end card. And if you do become a patron, you get a special patrons-only Discord channel, which is which the open full Discord is linked down in the description. The patrons one is on there, but only patrons can access it. Oh boy! And in there, you can recommend things to be let's played, let's watched, live streamed, reviewed, whatever. Oh boy! And also, we have our special patrons-only movie night that we do once a month. And maybe I do a couple random ones if I feel like it. And we usually do that in the second week of every month, which means that the one for July should be happening round about the 12th, maybe 13th. I'll have to run it by people, see when people are around. And yeah, and we just kind of hang out in Rabbit and Discord for a day. I just kind of hang out until people stop coming in. And yeah, we watch some anime, we watch some movie, play some fidget games, kind of hang out, have some fun. It's my favorite time of the month. Oh boy. Yeah, everybody, I'll see you in the next video, but most importantly, we'll become a trash mammal today, and I will see you around.
どれほど歩いたろう足の